Hello guys, in this my name is Shubham Tamrekar, and thank you for coming to watch my video again. And in this today's video, I'm going to talk about the forecasting things, how I forecast my trades, and how we should have to forecast our trades very before, because forecasting give us some kind of good information about the market. Because whenever we have forecasted things very before in a market, we do not get hesitated to open our positions, for the short or the long side according to the structures. So in today's session, I'm specifically going to talk about the two things, which is two main pairs which I have forecasted, and I am looking very good, decent structures on it. So that's why I would like to share with you as well. First of all, thank you for uh, those who are watching my video first time. Definitely subscribe the channel so that you can get updated all the videos about the trading related. Because every week I put some videos on my channels for educate you, for give you values on my trading, and I explain you about how things working in a market. So I hope that you will definitely get value from this video as well. So let me start. So if you look at this is a USDJPY. USDJPY, you can see that there's a mess psychologically over here. The price action structure in USDJPY is very clear right now. The As a structure wise means this is very high, moving in a very high value area, and we just waiting for the confirmation to get into the trade for the short side. If you look at this, what is this? If you look at this is what the correction structure we get. This is the entire move from the low of the structure. The structure is called the ascending channels, and if we analyze this structure, we will get an indication that this is what a mesh psychology. Mesh psychology means selling at the buying at the high and selling at the low. Most of the times, most of the traders lose money at this time because they think that the price break the resistance level. That's why and then it takes some correction, then it moved up. But this is not how forex market works. Market is very imperfect. So I'm going to give a little bit of perspective how you have to forecast things. So if you look at this is the daily time frame. Moving into the 4 hourly time frame structure, the price action structure is very clear. So let me analyze this for you. If you look at this is what this is a very clear ascending channels we have previously on a screen. This is very clear ascending channels, but right now in the new structures we are focusing on the current price action structure. Whenever we forecast things, we most of the times we have to focus on a current price action structure. So by looking the current price action structure, you can see this is a price action structure I'm looking for currently. If you look at this is a price action structure I'm looking for in a USD JPY, and the price action structure is very clear. If you look at this, the price is indicating that we are at the top of the downward channel. This is a downward channel structure, and currently we are at the top of the downward channel structure. Where I get this downward channel, you can see this. Moving into the higher time frame, or in a daily time frame structure, you can see this. We have a very good resistance area at this point. This is a very important resistance level which was created previously. First the price was break at this time, but what happened, this was just a mass psychology, that's why the price moved down. But because of this impulse correction means price action structure, we get a different price action structure, which was what, this is the price action structure. If you look at this closely, you will see that this is a structure we have created in a market. Means market developed very over a period of time. You can see that whenever the price touches the low of the structure, the price pushes back. Whenever the price touches the low of the structure, the price pushes back to the upside. So what is this? This is creating creating a structure. It is developing a price action structure which gives us the information to trade in a market. So by looking the price action structure in a means the current level, there's a very huge opportunity. Means the price action structure is very clear for the short, and I'm looking for the target up to this level, because this is all the times happening. Whenever the price moving these kinds of structures, the probability of getting profitable in these types of structure is very high. But the probability is also a concept. We have to wait for the confirmation to get into the trades. So if I move into the means 4 hourly time frame structure, again I'm also planning for this trades. So if you look at this, if I just delete it, so if you just focus on this price action structure, what is the indication you are getting on this price action structure? As you can see that every time whenever we are trading, we always trade means either we trade impulse correction continuation, or we trade a head and shoulder structure. So you can see that this was what impulse correction continuation. This was good impulse, this was correction, this was a continuation. This was good impulse, this was correction, this was a continuation, and this whole was impulse, this was a correction, and again this was a continuation. So impulse correction continuation is what the primary trend means, the primary price action structure is working on it. If you can see that this was also, I was capitalized on this impulse correction continuation. I remember this, I was traded this level, means if it was in my trade history, I will definitely know it is, I have deleted this, so no problem. This was the price action structure which I was traded previously as well. So if you look at this, the current price action structure is also developing like impulse correction continuation. You can see this is what we had, very good impulse move for the downside, then we get very good correction. This is of what this is, we call it as a correction. And by looking this, the price action structure is very clearly indicating that the price should have to move down. Is that a good correction? Let me just show you, let me just give you a perspective on this, because this correction is also has a price action structure. So if you look at this, the overall trend is a downside, the price is at the top of the structure. And when you move it into the small time frame, you can see that there's a small there's a different price action structure as well, which we call it as a structure within a structure, structure within a structure, or you can call it as a separate price action structure, separate price action structure. This is what you can see. If you look at this, if you just analyze this price action structure, what you can see this, there's a different price action also involved in a market, which is what the ascending channel. And from the top of the ascending channel, price again move down. If you look at this is what the ascending channel structure is. This is what ascending channel structure, and from the top of the ascending channel structure, price moved down. You can see that we have moved down from the top of the ascending channel structure. So what it is indicating, it is indicating that the price is at the top of the level, means the price is at the top of the very high value area. You can see that in a 4-hourly time frame structure, we get very good move for the downside. So what it is indicating, it is clearly indicating that the price will have to move down over the period of time. How we can trade, we have opportunity to trade. If you are a long time traders, if you are a risk free traders, what you can do, you can trade this when the price break the structure. This is what the trend line structures. You can see that this is what the reversal structure is I'm looking for. The price action structure is clearly now this. So what is you can how you can trade this, you can trade this either once the price break the level, means break the correction structure, then it will take some correction and then it can move down. This is first thing you can trade. This is a probability of the trade. Whenever we forecast, we should have to at least try to forecast on the basis of probability and the possible factor. We have to forecast both outcomes, means the probable and the possible, what it can be possible and what the theory behind and how it reacting in the market. So you have to forecast both things very means with the profound entries. So how you can trade this, if you look at this, the current price action structure, how I am going to get into this trade, I usually open my trade in a 4-hourly or a 1-hourly time frame structure. So this is a 1-hourly time frame, and because I get very good impulse move for the downside, this is what the correction is, and I am waiting for some more correction over here. Once the price will get corrected, I will definitely going to get into the trade after the breakout of the structure. This is very important thing. We have to trade this, means if you are a risk averse traders, you can get entry at this point, and if you are not, just wait for the price to break this, because it can what happen, once the price will take some correction and it will move down, and again it will move up. Because why? Because the price is although in our ascending channel structure as well. So there is a worth taking risk at this time for me. So if you you can take this, you can definitely go into the trade after the price break the structure, break the correction structure. Once the price will break, it will definitely going to go down. So this is one of the best things I'm looking for right now. This is a USDJPY, and USDJPY is on my top low. The second thing means this is USDJPY, so we will definitely have to look at the dollar index as well. So let me focus. Let me just open a dollar index first for you. If you look at this, dollar index is also moved down. We have just recently break the head and shoulder structure in dollar index. This was a head and shoulder. This was a head and shoulder at the middle of the structure, and we just broke the head and shoulder structure as well. So, but if you look at this is the overall structure of the means DXY. What is this overall structure? overall structure is clearly indicating that the price is moving into the ascending channel structure, and from the top we move down. What is the possibility of the factor? It is clearly indicating that the price should have to move down. So when the dollar will move down, the USD JPY, which is the positive correlation for the DXY, it is clearly indicating that it should have to move down as well. So I'm looking this trade for, means one of the my means very important look for the trade, waiting for some correction, and after breaking the correction structure, I will definitely going to trade this for the short side. So this is the first thing I'm looking for, and this is very at the top of the high value area. We should never have to miss these kinds of trade in whenever we are trading in a market. So I hope that you will like that. Let me just move forward and talk about NZDJPY as well. NZDJPY is also forming very good price action structure. Means this is also for my top low. If you look at this NZDJPY, decent price action structure, you can see that the price is moving into the downward channel structure. Let me just remove this and again make for you. So if you look at this is a NZDJPY daily time frame, and this is a very important support level, or we can call it as a high value area for the market. Means for a high value area, because the demand at this price is always increased. So whenever the price comes to this level, the price moved up, and this is what mesh psychology, as I talk about. You can see that mesh psychology is also played over here. What happened? The price was break the resistance level, and this is a time when most of the traders get trapped. They think that the price break the resistance level and then it will move up, but this is not how market reacts. Market always has some kinds of support and resistance level, or the psychological level by which market trap for the traders who just trade price support and resistance. So this is a very important lesson you have to learn over here. By looking the structures, you can see that the price is for the daily time frame is overall for the goods looking for the upside, but moving into the small time frame, moving into the 4 hourly time frame structure, you will see that the price has a different price action structure. Means if you look at this is the daily time frame. Let me just make it for you in this, and then I will go into the small time frame to discuss about this. If you look at this, the price is clearly indicating that it is moving into the downward channel structure, and we also get means very good entry at this point as well. If I just change this color, where is it? Yeah. So if you look at this, the price action structure is clearly indicating that the price is moving into the downward channel structure and moving into the this is very important resistance level, and this is the most of the traders called is as a breakout. This is not a breakout. This is what the extension of the pattern. This is our extension of the pattern. Because the price is moving into the downward channel structure, we are assuming that the price is just making some extension for the moving down. It's just taking some resistance, and if you just delete it, for the sake, what is this is a double top structure. So the possibility of this structure is clearly indicating that the price should have to move down from this level. But how you have to trade this, this is a possible outcome. Means the I'm thinking that the price should have to move down because the price is moving into the downward channel structure. First thing, this is a double top structure. The second reason why I'm thinking this for the short size, and if I just make some more price action structure, this is also price action structure over here. This is also price action structure which is called the broadening pattern, or you can call it as a three touch structure. The price action structure, which this is also price action structure, which is indicating that from the top of the structure the price should have to move down. But as usual, this was my forecasting, and I was forecasted this as a price action structure, and I'm assuming this as extension of the pattern. Because the price is at the top of the resistance level, I'm assuming that the price should have to move down. This is the first thing. This is the first thing that I'm looking this for the short side. How you have to get entered and exit, this is a different thing. Means direction, getting direction towards the market and getting entry and exit is a different part of the two different things. So I just give you a direction how you have to trade this. If you look at this in a 1 hourly time frame structure, in which we have to trade we have to execute our trades by getting the confirmation factors and all. If you look at this is a double top structure which was I was created means in a higher time frame, and from the top of the structures, from the top of the double top structures, this price moved down. If you look at this, the price is forming a reversal structure in this currently also. The price is forming the channel structure. This is a channel structure which is currently the price forming, and this is also will be the confirmation factor for us. If you can see this, the price action structure is clearly indicating that Because the price is moving into the channel, there is a possibility that the price will move up, it will move down, it will take some correction, and then it will move down. This will be a confirmation factor. Means if you are a risk averse trader, you can get entry at this point. But if you are you trade with this, means with the smaller stop losses or with the wide stop losses, you can take entry at this point as well. So this will be a confirmation factor for us. The price action structure currently is moving into the reversal structure. This is called the reversal structure, or you can call it as extension of the pattern. This is extension of the pattern of what? Of the downward channel structure. So if, by looking the price action structure, it is clearly indicating that what it can happen. The probability of the structure is saying that the price will move up, it will make the third touch, then it will move down, take some correction, then it will move down. Okay, but the possible factor is what? It can move down impulsively, then it will take some correction, then it will move down. So you have to trade this with a very disciplined. Means the price action structure is very crucial at this point, because this is a high value area. We should have to keep our stop losses is also very some flexibility, with the flexibility, because it takes some room whenever we are trading the high value area. So the price action structure is very attractive for the short, and I'm definitely going to get into the trades once I will get the confirmation. I will try to get into the trade when the price was at the top of the structure, and if I will update the result of this in our upcoming videos as well. So I hope that it will pretty much give you a concept of the forecasting and how you have to forecast the probable and the possible factor as well. So make sure this is a very two important pairs I have shared with you, NZDJPY and USDJPY. USDJPY, let me just make it for you once again. If you look at this, the price action structure is very clear. We are at the top of the high value area, moving into the reversal structure as well, moving into the impulse correction, waiting for the means confirmation to get entry from this level, and it will definitely going to go down for the short, because the price action structure is also supporting us, because this is a very good impulse move. This is a correction, and this is going to be a continuation. If you just identify the length of this, you can see this, we should have this target at least our first target. So this is what the probability and the possibility of the factors. You have to just analyze this and work according to the structure. You can see that we have, just like we had very good impulse move at this time, same thing we have at this time as well. We had very good correction. I'm waiting for that correction to at this point, and once the price will give me a correction, means correction and the breakout of the correction structure, I'm definitely going to get into the trades. So this was my two forecasted, and I hope you like this video. And if you are new in this channel, definitely subscribe this channel, and thank you for watching this. Thank you.